Guys, these TikTok videos are gonna send shivers down your spine and give you nightmares. Let's watch.
This is the moment a 16-year-old traveller boy wheeled a bin containing the body of a mother just minutes before he buried her. Some viewers might find the contents of this video disturbing. On the 12th of August 2019, a middle-aged woman noticed a young male walking on a parallel path during her walk. She became suspicious as he was alone, walking slowly, and appeared to be watching her. Thinking fast, she decided to lag behind the boy, aware that two exits from the path were approaching. With a plan in mind, she veered off the pathway in the opposite direction of the peculiar young male. But minutes later, he targeted his next option, a 47-year-old teaching assistant. He followed her onto a secluded pathway known as the coppice. Without delay, he launched his attack, applying fatal pressure to her neck. The exact method, whether by stamping, kicking, or kneeling on the front of the neck, was never determined.
Oh my God, this is absolutely disgusting. The guy was just out here looking for victims.
The victim, Lindsay Birbeck, a mother of two, set out for a walk and didn't return.
Oh man.
Causing great concern for her family. Initially, they feared she might have had an accident during her walk and promptly alerted the authorities. As days passed with no sign of Lindsay, both official search teams and thousands of members of the public mobilized in a full-scale search effort. Then on Saturday, the 24th of August, a member of the public stumbled upon a grim discovery while walking through Accrington Cemetery. As he walked his dog, the animal began showing unusual interest in a specific area of the cemetery. The walker approached cautiously, detecting an unusual odor as he drew nearer. His suspicions heightened when he noticed plastic sheeting, leading him to the shocking realization that he stood before a decomposing body. He quickly called the police. Days earlier, the police were alerted to an unusual blue bin in the bushes near the cemetery. Initially treating the case as a missing persons investigation, they didn't pay much attention to it, assuming it was unremarkable. However, their perspective shifted back to the bin when they discovered concerning footage of a male moving it. Using CCTV cameras, they traced the male's movements and identified him as a prime suspect.
Wow,
within the same 24-hour period, the woman who had been followed by the same male just minutes before, Lindsay's disappearance, came forward with crucial information, suggesting Lindsay may have been attacked by a young male.
He's just walking down the road with a dead body in the bin. Oh my God.
Who matched their suspect from the CCTV. This revelation prompted the police to release the footage of the male to the public. Surprisingly, hours after the footage was made public, a couple and their 16-year-old son voluntarily presented themselves at the local police station, confessing their son's involvement in the incident. Their son, 16-year-old autistic Rocky Marciano Price, maintained his defense, claiming an older white male approached him on the day of the murder with the bin and promised payment for disposing of its contents. Even during sentencing, his family showed support, wearing T-shirts proclaiming his innocence.
So he's basically saying he got stitched up. If we are to be fair, it does look like the guy in the video that we just saw wheelie in that bin.
However, the courts remained unconvinced. Evidence revealed Price brutally attacked the mother of two in woods near her home before relocating her body in a
Price.
blue wheelie bin to Accrington Cemetery, where he buried her unclothed in a shallow grave. The body showed signs of attempted dismemberment, with saw marks evident around Lindsay's legs. Rocky Price received a minimum sentence of 16 years detention, with his release contingent upon a parole board's determination that he no longer poses a danger.
Only 16 years.
You're gonna think about me, but it's not gonna be me.
This is the moment 26-year-old Marek returned back to the address where he just murdered his ex-girlfriend's new partner. Some viewers might find the contents of this video disturbing. On the 24th of July 2022, 44-year-old Adrien Ellingford visited a woman he had been dating briefly. The couple retired to bed for the night. However, in the early hours of the following day, an intruder silently entered the house while they slept. Armed with a knife, the assailant crept into the bedroom and stabbed Adrien twice in the back as he laid asleep on his stomach. Adrien startled awake, uttering, "Someone's in the house," before losing consciousness and collapsing. The perpetrator, 26-year-old Marek Hecko, fled the scene at Nelson Grove in Chelmsford, leaving behind an empty bottle and a fragment of the murder weapon. Emergency services received a call around 4:30 a.m. and arrived to find Adrien seriously injured. Despite the paramedics' efforts, he tragically passed away at the scene. Roughly 2 hours later, Marek, who was visibly intoxicated at the time, returned to the residence and engaged in conversation with an officer who was stationed outside guarding the property.
Oh my God. You're telling me the guy pulled up outside the yard and started talking to the feds?
I
Who?
want to talk to her. I can help her.
Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for a I can help her. What's going on?
Uniform
What
on night?
Help her? What makes you think she needs help?
Yeah, I can help her. What's going on? Yeah. I know what happened. I know the people there involved. So,
Go again.
but we need to dig deep. You know.
Thank you.
This guy's moving a bit psychotic. I can't lie.
What's your name?
I'm not gonna tell you my name. Don't give a because I know what happened. And you need me to know, figure it out, what happened. If you don't have me, you don't know what happened. No, did some guy come here?
Yeah.
And he up some guy? I don't know what happened.
Right.
I don't know what happened. He just got gonna think about me, but it's not gonna be me because there's no proof.
What is he talking about? He said he just snitched on himself. He just come along with his boa convulsa in his hand and he literally just snitched on himself. You think it's going to be me, but it's not going to be me because there's no proof. What are you talking about, bro?
So you think something's happened to a male in this address?
No, I know what happened.
What
I know
happened then?
everything.
Tell me
I
what
know
happened.
This city is mine. I'm not gonna
This
tell you
city's
what
yours, is it?
Yeah, this city is
Wow, he's just lost it.
Police
I
promptly
mean, he's already lost it. The guy's fully delusional, clearly.
arrested the man, and he was swiftly charged with murder.
Can you get in the van, please? You've been arrested, okay? We're trying
I've been arrested. Yes, so send me the
We're
law.
trying
I don't know. This is crazy.
not.
Okay,
we're
send me.
trying not to manhandle you, but we need you to get in the van.
Marek and his ex-girlfriend had parted ways a few months prior to the murder, yet Marek had been displaying concerning behavior. According to court, Marek had been sending alarming messages to the woman, including
He couldn't get over it. She was trying to move on, but he couldn't get over it.
videos depicting his presence outside her home or even at her workplace, all without invitation. At the time of his murder, the victim, Adrien Ellingford, was engaged in an extramarital affair. He leaves behind a wife, Laura, and 2 young children. Although Laura chose not to address the affair publicly, she shared heartfelt sentiments about Adrien's character, stating, "Adrien was my incredible husband of 17 years. Alongside being my spouse, he was a devoted son, a supportive brother, and a cherished friend to many. Above all, he was an exceptional father to our boys." Missing teenager Jay Slater has come under scrutiny after his involvement in a near-fatal attack has surfaced. In August 2021, 17-year-old Thomas Hilton left his house in Rishton to find his sister at a popular local meeting spot for youths. Upon arriving, he was confronted by Jay Slater and 7 other teenagers. Realizing the danger, Thomas tried to flee, but the group pursued and eventually caught up with him. He was brutally attacked with golf clubs, machetes, and an axe, leaving him so severely injured that his skull was exposed.
Wow.
Despite the life-changing injuries inflicted on Thomas, none of the teens received a custodial sentence. Jay Slater, who was 18 at the time, was given an 18-month community order.
If he was 18 at the time, and that was in 2021, I think. How are they only saying he's 19 now? Or he was 19 when he died.
Which included 25 days of rehabilitation activities and 150 hours of unpaid work. The 7 other teens received similar punishments. Throughout the court proceedings, all of the teens smiled and showed no remorse. Jay Slater, one of the teens involved, has brought renewed attention to the case following his disappearance on the Spanish island of Tenerife. He has yet to be found.
They found him.
A 14-year-old girl has reportedly been stabbed to death by her parents in Darlington.
Her parents? What the?
Police and paramedics responded to an address on Geneva Road shortly after 11 p.m. on Friday. Upon arrival, they discovered a teenage girl with a stab wound to the chest. Despite the best efforts of emergency services, she was pronounced dead at the scene. The victim has been identified as 14-year-old Scarlett Vickers, described by many as a kind young girl.
Oh, what are the parents on? A 14-year-old girl stabbed in the chest by her own parents. What type of psychopaths do we have living in the UK, bruv?
Her parents, 49-year-old Simon Vickers and 44-year-old Sarah Hall, have been arrested and charged with her murder. The pair were held in custody over the weekend and appeared in court today. Prosecutor Sarah Kemp told Newton Aycliffe Magistrates Court that the fatal stabbing occurred after an incident at the family home. A representative for the mother informed the court that Hall disputed the prosecution's facts and was absolutely distraught, visibly shaking as she listened. Judge Stephen Hudd addressed the parents, stating, "She suffered a single knife wound to the chest, resulting in her death. This is not a matter that can be dealt with here. The offence of murder can only be heard at Crown Court."
I can only assume they went in jail for the rest of their lives. This story is absolutely horrific. 14-year-old girl stabbed by her parents. Disgusting.
A wannabe TikToker has faced a judge after stabbing a 62-year-old man 26 times for accidentally letting her dog escape. Winter Swan Miller, age 37.
Hold on. A man deserved to get stabbed 26 times because he let your dog escape.
Stabbed 62-year-old Stuart Crocker 26 times after he accidentally let her Pomeranian escape, which she claimed was subsequently
Escape? If I was the dog, I would want to escape as well, bro.
stolen. Suspicion arose when a neighbour reported a foul smell, described as similar to a damp carpet coming from the house. When police arrived
Oh, it must have been rotten. Must have been there for ages.
for a welfare check, they found Crocker's lifeless body surrounded by notes, one of which read, "You thought I would let you get away with taking me for a hug. Taking my dog, are you real?" First responders noted, it was immediately obvious that he had sustained a large number of stab wounds.
She left notes. Did she think he was going to come back from the dead and read those notes or something? I don't know why she would leave notes. What is she doing?
They added that they found Mr. Crocker lying under a white blanket with the TV playing, and a fan switched on that was placed behind his head, which was used to keep his body cool. After the murder, Winter Swan Miller headed out to McDonald's, where she purchased herself a sausage and egg McMuffin before fleeing to a friend's house in Birmingham. Stuart Crocker is believed to have been murdered on June 23rd.
She murked him and casually went to McDonald's and had a McMuffin. That is crazy.
Though his body was not discovered until June 28th. During this period, Winter Swan Miller posted several TikTok videos alluding to her involvement.
Oh my God. What type of delusion I'll be dealing with?
In one video, she boasted, "I'm a bad girl." In another, she announced, "I'm going to be taking a break from TikTok for a bit, I think, because I've been a bad girl. If you want to write to me, I'll happily write back." Further hinted, "There's more to the story than just one side." She was arrested 2 days later, along with another individual charged with assisting an offender. Winter Swan Miller attended court yesterday and pleaded not guilty. The trial, expected to last 5 weeks, continues. As a result, all statements made in this video are allegations until proven otherwise. This was the moment 16-year-old Brianna Ghey left her home for the last time, only to tragically fall victim to a brutal murder. Some viewers might find the contents of this video disturbing. On the 11th of February 2023, 16-year-old British transgender girl Brianna Ghey set out to meet what she thought was a close school friend, only to encounter 2 teens obsessed with serial killers
Oh, she got set up. She was set up by her brethren.
who had meticulously planned her demise.
Oh.
CCTV footage captured Brianna boarding a bus, unwittingly travelling towards her assailants. Upon arrival, she was seen being escorted into Culcheth Linear Park by 2 individuals, whom she believed to be her friends,
Snakes. Absolute snakes.
proceeding into the park without suspicion.
Can't believe it.
Emergency. House of God. I think I'm also with a request for a police and ambulance.
Hello?
Need urgent help at this location. We're probably about half a mile, 3/4 of a mile from the car park. Female, numerous stab wounds, one to the chest, one to the neck.
Oh man.
I could do with a medic pack here ASAP, please.
Why would you do such a thing? You set her up. That was meant to be your brethren. Some interesting videos there, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys subscribe to Crime Talk UK on TikTok. Do let me know how you're feeling about the content that we just reacted to. It's pretty serious stuff there, isn't it? Make sure you hit the like button, do subscribe, all of that. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one.